What's going on, guys? This is Jack. Welcome back to the channel. I'm playing some more No Man's Sky today, guys. And we got a little bit of an update coming today from the developers. Well, I don't know if it's today. We don't know when it's going to hit us. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, but it's coming soon. And it's on the experimental servers right now, and the folks on Reddit are telling us about it. So we're going to go over that a little bit today, but just to give you a little bit of a hint, it's about farming, and it's going to change the way farming is done today. So today I'm going to work on my farm here at my base, and I'm going to tell you all about it, and I'm going to try to set you up for success and try to help you save resources, help you basically transition to this new update as easy as possible. Anyway, guys, welcome to the channel. Let's get going. Okay, guys, so as I said, there's gonna be a change to farming, and I want to make sure that you're clear on this, that we don't know exactly what's gonna be happening with this because it's on the experimental server, but it's not in the patch notes. So this makes this update, it's something I can't say 100% that's gonna happen, but I personally am gonna prepare for it. I'm already building my farm, so I wanted to just take a little bit of precaution because if this patch does go in, it's something that I want to make sure I'm prepared for. So, to let you know, when you plant a crop or, say frost crystal, you take 100 dioxide and 25 chromatic metal, okay? So 100 of the resource and 25 of the chromatic metal. In the new update that's coming out, you no longer need that chromatic metal. So that's a huge savings. So I'll kind of go over that at later in the video, but to give you an idea, what they're going to be doing now is you need 50 of the resource they produce. So for instance, staying with the frost crystal thing, if you're planting it today, it's 100 dioxide and 25 chromatic metal. If they actually do put this in the next update, it's going to be 50 of the resource that's produced, so 50 actual frost crystal and 25 dioxide. Okay, so that's gonna make farming much cheaper, actually. So that's kind of a big deal. So what I am doing as I'm building my farm, like this is something that I've already got a farm, but I'm tearing it down, and I'm building one here next to my base. So I'm building this design that I came up with over the weekend, and if you notice here on these biodomes, we've got this like river that runs around it, and this makes it super easy. It's way easier for us to take care of. You don't need those hydroponic beds that you plant them in, which is awesome. The hydroponic trays, I think they're called. But you can just plant stuff right in here, just like I'm showing with this frostwort. So that's pretty awesome, and you can fit 15 inside of each of these biodomes right there. Now I've got a couple resource on me. I'm just gonna drop them in just to see what they're like, but this is super easy. This makes it ridiculously easy to just drop them in here to this biodome instead of having to create those hydroponic trays. Now I have a lot. I have something like 75 plants up on my freighter, and I'm going to tear them all out and I'm going to plant them all in here, but I'm going to wait until after the update to replant them because it's going to be saving me a lot of resources. In fact, I'm going to get back all that chromatic metal. I'm going to be able to demo all of those hydroponic trays and get all of those resources back. So for me personally, this is a major resource saver. I'm going to have so much resources, I don't even know if I'm going to have the storage for it, to be honest with you. So I'm pretty excited about this update, and I wanted to make sure that you heard about it, because if you're planning on building a farm, or if you already have a farm, if you're planning on expanding your current farm, like, you're going to want to make sure that you're prepared for this. Otherwise, I mean, I guess if you've already done it, maybe you don't care. But for me personally, I was going to move mine anyway. I might as well save a ton of resources as I'm doing this. So I'm going to post this this Reddit article where the person who is playing on the experimental patch, I'm gonna post that in the description if you want to see it. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna continue building this farm. So the idea, guys, is that I am going to basically build a cylinder that I can go up and down, and then just have these biodomes right there, easy enough for me to just pop in and pop out. Now, I ran the math, and to have my existing farm with 75 plants, I need roughly 6 of these biodomes, and then I'll probably put one on top, on the very top of the main cylinder. So that'll be 7. That's 105 spots, because there, as I just showed, there are 15 slots in each biodome that you can plant. So what I'm gonna do is, basically, I could have my existing farm, no problem. And I'm not sure why this isn't snapping. If any of you know why that's not snapping, maybe it's too high off the ground. I don't get it. I don't think I can put a ladder up to it. That's kind of annoying. I'm still figuring out how to build in this game. But if I wanted to take all my existing materials, this new cost to build farms is 75% savings. So that means that you could literally have a farm 4 times the size that you currently have. Or you could just rip out your current farm, wait for the update to hit, and then replant everything, and you're good to go. So that's pretty awesome. So that's the plan. I need to get up after I kind of get a little, if I figure out how to get this stupid thing up there. This is crazy that nothing wants to snap to that thing. But I need to go up to my freighter, and I need to pull out all my existing farm. Like I said, I want it all gone. So I'm gonna put this hallway in, by the way, and just see if putting it closer to the ground will help. And it did. Let's see if I can make it up. Oh, perfect. Beautiful. So that's the plan, guys. I'm gonna run up to the freighter now and start removing everything, and then I'm gonna finish this. Okay, guys, so I'm back up on my freighter, and so I've been basically pulling up all of the plants, and I'm just storing all the raw materials on this shuttle that I've got. It's nothing fancy. It's just this A-class shuttle that I've had for quite a while that literally sits on my freighter. And yeah, so I'm just kind of putting stuff in there so that I've at least got it pulled up, and it'll be easy to just go ahead and plant everything after. It is kind of an issue because the inventory space is kind of at a premium right now. It's pretty rough, but it's always kind of rough, I feel like, in No Man's Sky. I haven't expanded all of my expanded cargo areas. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. You can see it's 100 of whatever the element is, and then 25 chromatic metal. So for me, with 75, just doing some quick math, 75 plants, I think that's right about 3,000 chromatic metal. I'm just gonna do some quick math. No, 2,000. That's like, well, it's like 1900. It's like 1900 chromatic metal that I'll get back, just because I don't need to. Not only that, but then I have all these hydroponic trays that I'm just gonna demo, which I need to do anyway, because the reason I wanted to move this farm off my freighter is because I want to make sure that when I do go look for a freighter, an upgraded freighter, that I can just sell this one no problem and I won't have anything in the inventory. It'll be really easy. Because if you don't know, here's just a tip that was passed on to me by one of the people in our Discord server. By the way, if you're interested in joining our Discord server, there's a link in the description. But this tip was passed on that basically, and I'm just kind of running through these, just kind of checking all the values of everything. When you sell your freighter, you can only have one freighter, but when you sell it, you actually just trade it over. And because you're on that other freighter, you basically don't get the chance to clear the inventory of your old freighter. So if I had this whole farm on there, it would be gone. It would be gone as soon as I bought a new freighter. Anyway, I'm going to continue getting all this stuff, and I'll join you guys back down at my farm. Okay, guys, so I'm back on the planet, and I am just going to continue constructing it. I've actually moved where it is. I wanted it further away from my base. When I went in and looked at it from inside my base, I really didn't like how close it was. It blocked a lot of the view of that big back window. So I moved it over to the side, and I'm kind of playing around with where I want this ramp. I don't like how long that ramp is. I wanted it on that side, but I don't like how long it is. So let's just pick it up. We'll put the entrance just on the back side, on the uphill side of it. Okay, yeah, perfect. That looks okay. It's kind of right on the ground, but that's fine. I think that'll be fine. Now, yeah, I think that you can only put these ramps close enough. You basically have to have them close to the ground. It's kind of dumb. I don't get it. Like, that other one allowed me to build it really long, but this one is requiring, other ones needs them to be closer to the ground, so it seems a little glitchy. Okay, so because I said I have about 75 plants roughly, I basically want to build enough for, I think that's 6 biodomes. Plus 1 on top would give me about 105 plant slots. So, out of glass. Annoying. I am probably going to have to actually go to a different planet and get more frost crystals because I don't have any more that I can harvest here. Let's put one right there just to see if that's how I want it. Yeah, it's kind of weird being right over the top of that ramp, but I think it's fine. I think it'll be fine. So I will want one there. So I'm basically having to alternate it because it's not tall enough. They would kind of they would basically be inside each other, the 2 biodomes. So I'm trying to kind of offset them. Well, I think that's pretty cool. That'll be good. So that should be enough. That's 6. Plus I will put a 7th one on top if I can get enough frost crystal without spending too much time doing it. Okay. That looks good. So I've got my whole farm torn apart. And like I was saying, if you're planning on building a farm, you're probably going to wait till you're probably going to want to wait till after this update, because all that chromatic metal, if you're building a big farm, it's actually a significant amount of chromatic metal. Think about it, 25 per plant, and I had 75 plants. I mean, 4 is 100 chromatic metal. So, I mean, I can't even do the math right now. It's kind of late at night. So I can't really do the math, but I can tell you that it's a lot. So 4 times 50 would be 2,000 chromatic metal, I believe. I think that would be about 2,000 chromatic metal. So that's 50. So like another maybe 3,000. Is my math right? My math might be wrong. Oh, great. Leave me alone, you freak. Hate those things, man. Fun killers. So I think that's about 3,000 chromatic metal, guys. So that's a lot of chromatic metal that it took for me to build, or for me to plant all those. And if you don't need those anymore, it'll make it so much easier. Now, there's another thing. Okay, real quick. I want to change how I place these ladders. Because I gotta basically have a way to get up so that I can have access to all of these things. So I can harvest them. Oh, fell down. Okay. Let's see here. Now, if you're building, now here's some more research that I found out, guys. If you're building a farm, and by the way, I'm just kind of taking a look at this. I really like how it looks. I think it's looking really good. And it's going to look really cool when it's finished, I think. But if you're building a farm, now I had their hydroponic trays, the large hydroponic trays for growing my crops. But if you're building that like at your base, you actually have to come around and put fuel in those so that they will keep growing your plants. Now, because I built mine on my freighter, it was using the fuel of the freighter. But, and I'm just going to kind of keep doing some stuff to this as we go. See if I need, like, you know, some supports and stuff underneath all this. But, you have to actually put fuel in those hydroponic trays. But because I was using the freighter, it was using the freighter's fuel, which is really nice. But once you move it to land, you actually have to power these hydroponic trays. And I don't even think I remember. I'm sure I looked at it, but I don't remember what it takes. Maybe it's like oxygen or carbon or something like that. I don't know. I'm sure I could look that up. But if you use these biodomes, it doesn't require any fuel at all. So that takes much less just maintenance on your part. Now, if you decide you don't want to use these biodomes, you can actually go pick up your farmer and put your farmer near them. And I believe he will help kind of maintain them. I don't know what that means, but I did read that your farmer can help you. So that's kind of interesting. I'm not so I am actually going to stick my farmer in there, and let's see. Let's run in there and check it out real quick. But I'm going to stick my farmer in there. So let's pick him up. And let's slide the weapons guy over there into the same spot. I think I may move that. I'm not sure. There we go. Okay. Do that for now. And let's go stick the farmer in there. I like him being in there. It just makes sense. Stick him with the farm. Keep him out of my hair. You know what I mean? There he is. Okay. So once you put up your terminal for him, the next time you come back to your base, he should appear at the terminal. So it's no big deal that he's not there now. But anyway, I like how this is looking. It's looking pretty cool. Now, I do need to go get more frost crystal. I need enough for 2 more biodomes, which is like 10 pieces of glass. So I need to take off and head over there. But let's take a quick look at it. Oh man, I think that's nice. It's gonna look way better. It's gonna look way better than if I had it all out in the open. Okay, so I ran and grabbed more frost glass, so I've got some for these other biodomes. Let's yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, let's stick that one up there. Even though I don't really need that one. This is way overkill. That's over 100 plants. And let's make sure I can get up there to the top. What? What? Okay, that's a bug. I'd call that a bug. I need to put in another ladder, I believe. The next layer up. That's really funny. You just keep moving. Keep cruising. Okay. And yeah, we'll kind of alternate. Because the thing is, it seems like you have to be able to... Oh, it works going down too. Look at that. You have to be able to get off of it at each level. And so that's why I was kind of offsetting how the ladders were. But I don't know. I might have to play around with that. Make sure I can actually use those ladders. If you know a good way of doing it, guys, let me know. What is that? B28. All right. But anyway, I think that's it, guys. And I'm pretty excited. So I wanted to get this done myself before the update so that the farm is cheaper. I planned on moving the farm anyway. But being able to get back, like, thousands of chromatic metal is really nice. And I want that. Like, the fact that it's expensive to do this in the first place, trust me, it took me several hours to get the farm that I have. And I wanted to pass this information on to you guys because this update is going out probably this week. It could even be the day this video comes out, which is a Tuesday. It's going to be Tuesday. I'm doing this on a Monday. You guys, if this is something you care about, you may want to get it done as soon as possible. So I'm gonna kind of get an idea here how this looks. I like it. I think it's really like a pretty good design. Stick the sun over there. Oh yeah, that'll be a good thumbnail. But anyway, guys, I hope this was helpful. If it was, if you have any more information on this, if you played on the experimental server, leave a comment, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And I will talk to you next time on No Man's Sky. Bye bye.